Hello everyone! So as promised, here is the expressions video. Been a while since I did one of these, huh? Thank you everyone who gave me suggestions. There are 16 drawings in total, so let's get on with it. The first drawing is Sun, suggested by StarMoon347. For this one, I thought of Moon praising Sun for coming up with a good idea, and Sun getting all excited and flustered about it. Got to admit, I missed Moon doing this. He hasn't really done that since he reset or losing his mind in grief. Sun is probably my favorite celestial sibling to draw, so I am very happy to have drawn him again. The second drawing is Blitz from Helluva Boss, which was suggested by one of my friends at work who loves the show just as much as I do. Blitz here might have heard a funny quip from Moxie, Luna, or even Stolas. As much as Blitz can be grumpy and overly serious or rude, he does know how to have a good laugh, and my God, does he need it right now. Blitz is probably one of my favorite characters from this show, and this is the first time I have drawn him, and I'm just glad to draw him happy. The third drawing is of Lunar, who was suggested by Maddie Pittman 6807. I can imagine that Lunar is listened to the other members of his family and possibly Monty treating him like a child, or he is listening to people argue over if Lunar should go and do something or not, and Lunar just trying to smile his way through it, like what most people do. Lunar is a very honest person, so I can imagine how hard it can be for Lunar to keep his opinions to himself. The fourth drawing is of Charlie, which was suggested by my sister. Charlie is such a sweetheart, so I knew this would be a great expression for her. I am pretty much imagined that someone in the hotel has made a breakthrough, or she just saw Vaggie walk in and she is just having her typical gleeful mood. Hazbin Hotel was such a great watch, and Charlie is one of the best protagonists I have seen in a while, so drawing her was such a delight. Plus, it's nice to draw some new characters once in a while to keep the creative juices flowing. The fifth drawing is of Jack, which was suggested by Emily Spirit EXT. I will admit that I wasn't a huge fan of Jack when he was first introduced by the Pumpkin Boy, has absolutely grown on me over time. This is when Jack finds out about Dazzle's story and is stunned and scared. Jack, I think, would figure out Blood Moon was Dazzle's killer and would want to take some sort of revenge, and considering the way things are going, it wouldn't surprise me if this actually ends up happening. I don't think Jack wouldn't want to lose someone else that he cares about. Poor Jackie. The sixth drawing is of Monty, which was picked by a follower on my DeviantArt page who wishes to remain anomalous. Monty is such a goober sometimes and real rascal, though he is not as bad nowadays ever since he and Earth got together. This is more of Monty when Old Moon was still around and Monty just wanted to burrow some of Moon's stuff, aka steal Moon's stuff. I love Monty and I do kinda wish he was still like this, but character growth is character growth. The seventh drawing is of our boy in Grief and Anger Moon. This was suggested by Perla Vasquez 6807. Sorry if the AI butchered your name. This was pretty easy considering Moon's current mood in the show. Probably find that Eclipse, the irritating nacho chip, has probably mocked Moon about something or just trying to get to him by saying that he knows something he doesn't know. Which, of course, prompts Moon to tell the sociopath to shut the hell up. I do feel bad for Moon right now, I really do, and it doesn't help that Eclipse can't make up his mind of what he is doing. The eighth drawing is of Husk, which was suggested by another friend of mine. This one I had a lot of fun drawing, mainly because Husk is one of my favorite characters in the show. I thought of Angel stealing some booze from Husk's bar, and Husk knowing exactly who to blame for the disappearance. As much as Husk likes, maybe loves Angel, he would still get upset and irritated by Angel stealing his drinks since he wants Angel to get better. Plus, yeah, I'm a Husker Dust shipper. I don't care what people say, that ship is OTP. Stay with him, Husker. You're good for him. The ninth drawing is of Lute from Hazbin Hotel. This was suggested by Emma Randall 426. This is when Adam dies at the end of the Battle of the Hotel. I will admit that I thought Lute was a much more threatening and more interesting villain than Adam, at least in my opinion. I love how ruthless she was, and she is defiantly the one who is going to cause more trouble in the future. Plus, I did find Adam a little grating. I know some people love him, but I just think he is okay. Plus, the relationship between Lute and Adam was very interesting. Considering Adam is a womanizer, Lute truly cares for him, and he seemed to have realized that at his death. So yeah, looking forward to seeing Lute again. 10th drawing is of Moon again. This one was suggested by ya-own-vids. Hey, you guys ready for a painful one? So this one was quite easy to draw. Just remembering Moon's emotional breakdown was very painful to watch and listen to, as we truly saw for the first time how broken Moon was, how far he was in grief. It is going to be very interesting to see how they are going to handle this, and how far Moon is actually going to go. I am worried that Moon is going to make a huge mistake and hurt one of his family members, and I honestly think it will be hurting Sun in some way that will make Moon snap back to reality. But for now, we got to leave Moon to it for now. 7th drawing is of guard Taffy from the SAMSWarAU. This was picked by me. I just wanted to draw Taffy's OC again. I thought of Taffy listening to one of Lord Eclipse's insane rambling about the rebels being able to break into the palace so easily, and asks Taffy, his head guard, if she would tell him if she has ever seen a rebel, which she responds with a yes. Now, Taffy is friends with Azza and V, who have broken into the palace and has simple never reported them, so she needs to watch what she does. Taffy is a good guard, but I do wonder if meeting Azza and V is starting to see another side to Lord Eclipse that she might not like. The drawing is of Princess Crystal, also from the SAMSWarAU. This was suggested also by ya-own-vids. This one is based on one of Crystal's first videos when Crystal helps Lord Eclipse with his schedule. This is something I would defiantly see Eclipse making his daughter do this. However, Crystal probably does not enjoy this, as she can be scared of him when he is in an off mood, and would probably complain that he drags her away from things. To do this when he is supposed to be this, know everything God. Teen angst is still teen angst, especially when your father forces you to be a weapon and a secretary. Love you though, Crystal. You are a much better leader than him in the future. The 13th drawing is of my favorite Hazbin Hotel character, Angel. This was suggested by another one of my followers of DeviantArt, who also wants to remain anomalous. Not sure why everyone there wants to not be known by Fair Enough. So, for this one, I imagined Angel has seen something interesting, or this could be when he sees fat nuggets for the first time. Or maybe Husk has given Angel something, I don't know. I love the Spider Boy, and I am looking forward to his redemption, and for him to get away from that psycho that treats him like a toy. I want Angel to be happy, so he is happy. The 14th drawing is my OC Aza from the SAMSWarAU. I just thought that this expression fit her so well. Aza is very serious at times, especially when on missions, but she doesn't mind a good dare or prank now and again. I would imagine that either Star or V have challenged Aza to do something, and she pulled I off with flying colors. Aza doesn't like to boast that much, but she does recognize when she does something cool. The 15th drawing was also picked by me, and is everyone's favorite non-binary thief, V. In the War AU, even though V is a thief and does get a lot of stuff for the rebels, their stealth can be a little bit questionable. This image is based on a video that V made, which I will put in the description, where they skillfully break into the palace, quietly and drawing no attention whatsoever. Anyone who sees the videos can see how that goes. V is a good friend, but stealth is not really their strong point, and the final drawing for this video is of Lunar and was suggested by Emily Spirit EXT. Lunar being cheeky is something I desperately miss other than him being so concerned about his powers and stuff. For this one, I imagine that Lunar has just pulled a prank on someone and is gloating about it. Lunar is a sweet guy, but he will pull pranks whenever he wants. I can also see Lunar just bragging if he won a game. Cheerful little guy. And that's all of them. Thank you so much for all your suggestions. This was so much fun to do again. If you liked the video, then please do check out the previous expression drawings, which I will link up here. If you would like any artwork from me, then please do check out my commissions list in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.